Yo. It's Your Old Droog. You're watching Splash Magazine and reading it too. Holla at your boy.
Splash Mag here with Your Old Droog.
Yes, sir. What up?
Welcome to Splash Festival.
Thanks for having me, man. It's dope.
Thanks for stopping by. So maybe we can start off with you giving a quick introduction, because you basically like burst on the scene like not too long ago, and everybody was like, where the fuck did that come from? Like everybody was like super surprised, and you created that buzz for yourself.
Right. I mean, just behind the scenes, I've always been nice, you know what I mean, as far as rapping goes. Put out a project, that project you mentioned. That was just years of working behind the scenes, you know what I mean? Sharpening the sword and then finally showing it when it was time, you know? Yeah. And Your Old Droog, man. You might have bumped into me like back in the days rhyming somewhere and be like, yo, that kid is nice, what happened to him? Or like went to school with me, that's your old friend, Your Old Droog.
Crazy. So the music thing basically like just happened for you. You started like spitting, and then at one point you took it more serious, or how did the whole thing come about?
It was spitting for a bunch of years, and then eventually it was like music, making songs. That took a couple years, and just tried for a few years, and then finally found like somewhat of a sound.
And how, because you have like that super raw New York sound, it's like straight, raw, on point, and a lot of people really liked it for that. Like a lot of people were like, whoa, like we've actually been waiting for something like that. And was that something you would plan on going for, or how did?
Nah, I mean, when I made the project, I probably thought like 4 or 5 people would hear it.
Yeah. But
those 4 or 5 people would be like, yo, it's the greatest shit. I mean, it's just like I was making music for like my ears too, like me when I was 17, me when I was 19, like, and the music came together too, like with the 2 producers, RTNC and Skiz. It just finally worked because I was getting beats from other people, spitting the same quality rhymes, and it just wasn't coming together, but then it finally came together.
So I guess like the first 4 or 5 people that heard your project were probably the right 4 or 5 people and spread it, right?
Absolutely, man.
And with regards to like the whole New York scene, did you get like more attention in New York actually, or did they get it? Because like the current New York sound is kind of like a little different, like a lot of influences from southern United States, etc.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like certain people got it, but like New York as a whole isn't really all the way united like that. It's an anti-social place. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing. That's why like I didn't come out with a team. It wasn't a whole bunch of things. There wasn't really a scene for me to go to. It's basically do it yourself.
And with regards to New York, I unfortunately have to ask you that question, but how did you feel about like all these Nas references you got at first? Because there were people that literally said like, yo, is this like a new Nas show?
At first, like when I remember the first time I heard that, I was like, wow. Because I've been rhyming for like over 10 years and nobody ever said that. Yeah. But I think it was related to the quality maybe, or just like the way I was rhyming, like I was really hungry. Yeah. And they're like, yo, it sounds like a young Nas. At first it was a compliment. Then it became like an internet thing that took on a life of its own. And then it just got stupid at that point, so.
But I mean, like, I think people have to have like a category or whatever to like, if they want to tell somebody about a new artist, and then they're gonna just drop that.
It's natural, man, so I don't even fault people, like, it's a compliment. Yeah. But then it became like people saying it is Nas himself, so it's like, but it's a compliment.
But that's like a legit cosign.
And I love Nas, man. Yeah. Like I'm a person who grew up in New York, born in '89. It's just so when I was coming up, like those are the kings of hip hop: Nas, Big, Jay. So
I was about to say like he's one of the greatest. Like, and then if somebody says like this sounds like a young Nas, like an Illmatic Nas, that's like legit, man.
Straight up.
So what's your favorite Nas album?
My favorite Nas album, It Was Rain.
Yeah. Crazy, dope ass album, man. But so after you dropped that song and you got that recognition, was it more of a, or how did you feel about like getting actual love from outside of the United States? Was it something you were aware of in the beginning?
Nah, that's not. I mean, I know people listen to hip hop everywhere, but I remember people telling me stories like they appreciate it even more than they do in the States. You can say that, and it's dope to go to Europe and actually see it. Yeah, you know.
It's crazy. So, how's the festival experience so far for you?
It's great, man. Today was real rainy,
Yeah.
A lot of people thugging it out. Germany got a lot of thugs, man.
That's not the impression you should like take away from that festival. I think people are nice.
Nah,
about
I feel like people are having fun, man. Like, and it's all about like the music that brings everybody together, man. I hope like I could see some festivals back in the States.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
And with regards to music, so what's up with you? Like, what's coming up? What's on the horizon? What are you working on?
I got a project coming out on the 17th. It's a 6-song EP called The Nicest. It's coming out digitally first, and it'll be available. I'm just working on stuff.
Yeah.
More stuff will come out.
But do you have like other New Yorkers involved in the project? Did you reach out to people, or did people starting to reach out to you?
What do you mean?
Like after you created that momentum for yourself, after like that buzz started, after your video dropped?
Yeah. Not mad. People showed love. Got to go on tour with DJ Premier.
Oh, sick.
You know, and Royce the 5'9", that was great. Worked with Alchemist, you know what I mean? Another producer I looked up to.
That's dope, man.
You know what I mean? Just it's dope, man.
So it's like more love from because the guys are like OGs, like in a very good way. They're still relevant, but was it like more from their side that you got like the cosigns, or was there anybody like that you were actually surprised that they were digging your music?
It was dope just to get cosigns that mean something to me, not cosigns that are gonna help my career. Like meeting Lil Fame at my man DJ Skizz's crib, like and him showing love, like even before the whole project came out. I mean, just building, and Sean P, another dude, just people that I respect personally, not like cosigns today, but just like cosigns that mean something to me. Like, all right, yo.
Yeah, it just happens like sometimes artists tell me that like somebody hit him up, like we had Boogie out here, and he just said that like this morning Timbaland like kind of hit him up or whatever, right. and then he was like, this is crazy, like he would have never expected like anyone like Timbaland of all people to hit him up. So that's why I was asking, like
oh yeah, I mean definitely like some of the just meetings I had like with people, like let me know, all right, like people are paying attention and listening. Shout out to Boogie too, man. We've been chilling like all day.
So how long are you gonna stay in Europe now? Is this your first time in Europe, or?
Nah, we came out like last fall, but this is like the first like real run with consecutive dates and stuff like that. But should be going to Berlin and just chilling. And
like other dates in Europe?
There's one more I think in Belgium. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
And how's the whole experience? Like, how do you feel, like coming from New York, and then suddenly like you're here, suddenly you're like at the festival, and all of this is happening. How's that? Like, did you ever take a break and where you were like, oh shit, like this is really happening right now?
Yeah, for like maybe half a second, and then you gotta get back to doing what you do. Yeah.
But you didn't have like that master plan. You were like, yo, at this point I want to be there and there and there. It was like more something that happened organically, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's dope, man. So let's talk about the new project. Is there like anything you can tell us in particular? Because you just mentioned a few producers that are...
Right. I mean, this one, we kept the production in-house. My man Skiz, Marco Polo, and RT&C, just like the immediate people I worked with. And it's just dope, man. I feel like there's some good songs on there. It's not just me rapping. Like the first project we talked about was just me showing I could go in. Like I had something to prove. Like now it's like some more songs, stuff like that.
Okay, like more. So, but would you like
all trap anthems now? You know,
trap anthems, like the whole album.
The whole album's just all hi-hats.
808s
just
and
a hi-hat solo.
Crazy, and then like your voice chopped and screwed or whatever.
Word.
No, you should keep on.
I fuck with chopped and screwed music, man. Like.
Yeah. There's good energy.
I never drank that lean though. It's like, you tried it before?
I have to admit I did, but I was younger, so.
Right.
And everybody.
Yeah, I just stick to heroin, man. Nah, fuck it.
It's like that New York lifestyle, like that.
Nah, man. It's drugs are bad, man. You
Yeah.
know.
I just took a second too long to react to that, I think.
Yeah.
But no, like so you got a new project lined up. You're touring Europe now. Then it's probably back to the States, back to New York.
Yes, sir.
Where you based in New York?
My same neighborhood, all the way at the end where nobody comes. Yeah.
Because we've been talking to other artists over the course of the festival, and there's like two things that happened that were quite surprising. That like New York had this run, like this strong portfolio of new artists that all have like a very distinct, different sound, and it's like all coming up now. And then you have like the same thing on the West Coast. There's like this new emerging wave of like really, really interesting artists that actually have like they bring something to the table. It's like not like they have a hit or whatever. It's like they have a strong back catalog. And why do you think that happened? Like, why do you think that is? Why is it now? Is it because like the internet gives you like new opportunities to interact with people?
I think you got it right. The internet is running things, but I'm best with the people coming up in New York. You know what I mean? All the rappers. I'm not on that fuck shit with being antisocial, not showing love. Like I reach out, you know. So, you know, I give that love back too. So.
But the music so far was only digital. Is the new release gonna be?
Nah, we actually got some vinyl out, got some CDs out too.
Sick.
Yeah.
And the new project also same thing.
Yeah, it'll probably take that same trajectory. Like we'll do vinyl and CDs and all that. Yeah.
So like back to vinyl, man.
Release little dolls and stuff like that.
Seriously?
Yeah. You know.
Like as like collector's items or?
Yeah, man. You should see the cover, man. I'm gonna show it to you after the interview.
Dope. Yeah, I'm curious. And speaking of the visuals, like also like the video like captured like this intense rawness. It was like somehow it was like it literally felt like some 90s music where you're like right there in your head, like you could grasp it. So like how exactly like did you capture that New York feel? Like that's what I picture. Like when I think of New York, I think of music like that. Is
you talking about the music video?
Yeah.
I mean, we just shot that. This kid Bill came through my neighborhood. We shot some footage, and then like later on we shot it, edited it down. It was like really just natural. It's
quick and dirty.
Yeah.
Dope, man. So yeah, thank you so much for taking the time. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Euro trip.
Thank you, bro.
And I hope we catch you in Berlin when you come out.
Yeah, man, all day.
Right. Thanks so much.
Shout out to Splash TV. This is the Flatbush Zombies, you motherfuckers.
See we float, must be from that weed smoke. High Chinese, cause we smoke that sour bees. Yo, one sec.